Here's Richard on the turkey hunt. He's going to tell the story.
Whoever is watching this video right now, I want you to stop what you're doing, because I'm sure that you're in close proximity to Paul House, who's probably one of the most pleasant gentlemen I've ever run into my entire life. But I want you to stop what you're doing, run over to him and say, tell me the real story of the invisible turkey. To be continued. I just completed 2 days. I was invited by Paul to come on a turkey hunt, and I just cannot say anything better about the accommodations, the food, the camaraderie, but I could say a lot about the hunting of the turkeys, to include the invisible turkey. We arrived on Sunday, day before the turkey season, and we took a walk on a great piece of property with the owner of the piece of property. Took us around, and we stumbled onto a place up on top of a hill, glorious field, water, roost for turkeys, and the very next morning, Monday, when we actually started hunting, Paul was my guide and my mentor through this unusual events. We went up to the field and set up in a tree stand, actually, a nice house tree stand, and waited for a legal time to hunt. And sure enough, we had set out a couple of decoys. Legal time came to hunt, and sure enough, from the one roost came a very large turkey. And once the turkey landed, went swooping over to the decoys, and it was a hen. And shortly thereafter, I see movement in the roost tree, and it's a very, very large turkey, and it flew down. It was also...
Sorry.
See, Paul can't even hold
she can
his
fix it.
camera correctly.
Sorry, Angie.
Later in the day, we moved down off of that area, and now starts the invisible turkey hunt. Paul did probably the most incredible job. I'm not an expert on turkey hunting. This is my first time. Paul did an amazing job of, one, calling up a turkey who was a good 200 yards away from us, and it talked back. And then shortly thereafter, it was 75 yards to the west of that. And then after that, it was another 150 yards away. And when the turkey just trailed off, it was like in the next county. Paul turned the turkey and brought it all the way back in to where it felt like it was close to both of us and in front of me. Starts making a ticking noise, and it goes tick, tick, tick. And it's coming closer and closer and closer. And then there's a big delay, and Paul comes over and says, "Why didn't you shoot?"
Yeah, I
said,
did,
Paul, please don't interrupt me, Paul. Paul says, "Why didn't you shoot?" And I said, "What was I supposed to shoot?" And he said, "The turkey that was right in front of you, right at that tree over there." I do wear glasses, but I have exceptional vision, which was proven later in our hunts. Paul swears up and down that no more than 20 feet in front of where I was sitting was a very large turkey, which I failed to shoot. I say that Paul was imagining things.
Hey,
There was no...
Richard's
Paul,
nearsighted, by the way.
Paul, please don't interrupt.
He's nearsighted.
Anyhow, supposedly there was a turkey in front. It was invisible. No one saw it but Paul. So if you want to, hear about invisible turkeys, Paul is your resident expert. Later that day, we go to another field and
Cordy
an
showed us where to go.
airport.
Yeah.
And with my supervision,
Again, he's nearsighted.
please, Paul, don't interrupt. With my incredible vision, I look down approximately 350 yards down the field, and I see a turkey.
Again, he's nearsighted.
I turned to the three others that were around me, and no one could see the turkey. So I said, there's a turkey down there. It's right on the bend of the road. Can't you guys see it? And they're going, what? What? What turkey? Make a long story short, there was a turkey there, approximately 20 pounds of turkey. Paul did, again, a magnificent job of turning this turkey from going back into the woods with his little hens and a turkey that couldn't have been this big, and I don't know what it was. Brought it around.
Seeing things.
I did an incredible job of shooting it, but for some reason it ran into the woods. It was hit, but it hit the ground running and it ran in the woods, and I didn't get it, didn't collect one. That ended the actual first day of hunt. Today we went out hunting. Yesterday evening we went down to the one field, and we were going to walk up between that field to another field, and sure enough, Paul called, and there was already a bird and roost on the first field. So we backed off, knowing where the roost was for the tree, and we're going to come back the next day. Next day being today, which is Tuesday, and we went there. Sure enough, Paul called the turkey. Turkey flew out of the roost about 70 plus yards away. We had a couple decoys out. The turkey, I think, was a Jake, didn't really enjoy the decoys that much, sort of backed off just a little bit, went back in the woods. But then Paul gets on one turkey that, and again, I'm not an expert on turkey hunting and everything else, but for an hour, Paul would talk to the turkey, and the turkey would immediately talk back to Paul, and it went back.
Sorry, again,
Paul,
he's nearsighted.
Paul, with his arthritis, can't handle a camera in his hand. Anyhow, Paul called his turkey.
Long.
Turkey answered him literally for an hour. We couldn't call that turkey in. We couldn't call any other turkeys in, so we went to another field, back to the airport, in fact, with my incredible vision.
All right, let's look.
Incredible vision.
He's
See that?
nearsighted. See, folks? That's going to look good.
Incredible
you know.
vision. I spot a turkey in the edge of the wood line. Paul couldn't see it. In fact, Paul, he actually questioned on whether I had actually seen that turkey or not. Well, sure enough, as we went around the turn of the woods, that turkey flew away, as well as another turkey, and we couldn't actually shoot them. We went back to the fields today on the property that we're staying at, and tried to call some up, but there really weren't any others. I've got to get home. Paul's got to get home. Everybody's got to get home. We had an incredible time, folks. If you ever have an opportunity to do anything with House in the Woods, you will remember it the rest of your born days. And as you can see, I've had a couple born days behind me. It was a great time. Camaraderie was probably the utmost. I will never, ever forget the invisible turkey. I will never allow Paul to forget the invisible turkey. And again, please ask him about it. And please, I'm hoping that he doesn't lie to you.
I got to do this once more. Actually, I made a mistake. He's farsighted, right? He's farsighted. He can see a long distance.
See those eyes?
But he can't see close up. Just so you know, I made a mistake. He's farsighted. He can't see a turkey, 15 feet in front of him? So, sorry, folks.
There are invisible turkeys.
But,
folks, again, when you get a chance, thank Paul for everything that he does, and his whole family, wife and himself, all of the volunteers that are there. They're amazing people. My hat's off to them, or my berets off to them. They're good people.
well, thank you.
See,
This is Cordy.
Hello.
Cordy is the owner of this camp, nice rustic camp, and he is the owner of the property we've been hunting, where we had a lot of the action. The invisible turkey lives
Well,
here.
the invisible turkey is here.
So thank you, Cordy, for everything.
You're welcome. I'm glad you guys could come, and I'm glad
Yeah.
you know what you do is amazing, and it was fun to be here.
Yeah.
If you want to come back, you got it.
Well, I appreciate that, and we plan on coming back if everything works out and you still want us. So
Yeah.
appreciate that. So
Yeah.
thank you so
it was
much.
Fun. It'll be
They left us some food and a nice place to sleep.
Unbelievable,
Nice,
yeah, great
cabin.
accommodations.
Got a little pond out here. See through the screen. Beautiful lot.
I tried
What?
to set it up for hunting, turkey hunting.
Yeah,
See,
it's perfect.
Swing back over there, Paul, if you would, to the
Pond?
pond. I don't know, folks, on the right-hand side, you can see the invisible turkey there.
Yeah, right there.
It's right there.
No, right there. So anyway, we had a good weekend, good 2 days. We come in Sunday night. This is now Tuesday, close to noon, and we're getting ready to head home shortly. So thanks for your service, Richard, and thanks, Cordy, for everything. Taking us around, guiding us, and showing us where to go. And we did see turkeys.
Oh my God, yeah.
Had a
saw
good
lot of
time.
turkey.